that I don't think I love you no more. You never seem to call me lately.
Hey guys, Cronin here, welcome back. And today we're going to be continuing on with our fishing Barents Sea. Now, yesterday we did our first bunch of long lines. Today we have picked up some more long lines. So we picked up another 500 which is loaded with some mackerel. We're going to go out and see if we can get some more fish, get some money together and start moving up into the higher end boats. Now, when we looked yesterday, we were looking at potentially jumping from this that we're in at the moment up to which one was it now? I believe it was the Selfie. Is it Selfie? Yeah, because we can run 8 2000 hook long lines, 8 nets, or the crab pots. And if you look at the fish prices, you can see that the crab pots are hugely profitable in comparison to the others. So we need to be somewhere in the region of about 450k to jump into that boat. So we'll be able to take a bank loan to get there, but we'd like to get some of our own money first, so we're not just working for the bank manager like most of us do in real life. So let's get straight into it. So I'll pull out the harbour here, trying our best not to crash the living daylights out of the boat, and just go. Actually, what I might do, because I've got a little bit of cash left, is let's just fill up on fuel just in case. Get the right fuel. And one other thing which I'm going to take a quick look at is the radar upgrade as well. It's only 4.5, and I think that the ability to unlock the rest of the map, that will help us hugely. So let's try that again. So full on fuel, nearly full on the boat. Power out of here, take a look at the map. I believe we've got some long lines already out which we need to pick up, and then we can lay down this new line as well. So, good clear day today. Let's hop in here. So, we've got a line already out here, and I believe we're going for pollock. Is it pollock? Might have been pollock. So yeah, they're 500. That's a 500 hook baited with mackerel. So just have a look through the other resources. Not a great deal of anything kicking around apart from redfish at the moment. So if we assume that we're on haddock, what we'll do is we'll go and lay our new line up here somewhere. Pick up this one. So we've got about 4 hours to get to this line before it's ready, so we'll probably just get there on time. So set our waypoint here, and to there, and to there. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we're about 20, nearly 21 hours on that, so we're going to have to pull these up relatively quick. So let's hop in, get over to our boys. Actually, we have 2 lines out. I thought we only had 1. Quick check on the weather. Much calmer wind than we had yesterday, so should be a lot less bouncing around. slower down here. Not go screaming past it. There we go. So, let's see what we get. Not doing too well on the hooking today, unfortunately. There we go. You just need to pay attention more. And not talk, it seems. Should be a godsend. God. Really doing poorly today. I'm not sure in this game whether any of the weather conditions will actually affect the catching of the fish, or whether it's just all down to just how well you do in this little mini game. But today I am not doing too well. Haven't missed any, but not getting very many perfects either. Okay, so that's line number 1 done. That's not too bad. So there's about 1,000 keys. So we'll go over to our next line over here. Now I mentioned in the video yesterday that we'll be doing Let's Play on other games as well. I'd had a look at potentially doing Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator using the Oculus Rift. I did a test video earlier on today, and unfortunately the frame rates just aren't good enough to make it a good watching experience for everybody. So I may come back to that, but it would be in the standard 2D version. The game's incredibly immersive to play using the Rift. However, not going to be that enjoyable for anybody watching if the frame rate sucks. So we'll definitely come back to that, but it will be without the Oculus Rift for the time being. I may look at getting a capture card which will improve the frame rates. The only other thing which may be a consideration for doing videos with a Rift is that obviously as I move my head around, it can make the video a little bit uncomfortable to watch. And with a game like Truck Simulator, you are moving your head around a lot, looking at mirrors and so on and so forth, so may just have to do that in the 2D environment. Oh, almost missed that one. So let's see what we get in line number 2. So what I think we'll do is we'll grab these fish up, we'll lay... Will we lay another line? No, I think what we'll do is we'll take this haul straight back to the shore, get it sold, hopefully have enough money to get the 4th line that this boat will take, get them baited up and head back out and lay all 4 down at once, and that should give us a good haul. The one thing that we're getting on these lines, with them being not the biggest lines, plus there's only a few of them in the water at any given time, we're not really filling up the hold of the boat, so it's not maximising our profit each time we go out. So we'll try and address that with spend some more money to make some more money. Like so. Lucky number 13. And the last one. Oh! Finished on a high. Excellent. So yeah, it's about 850, 900, something like that. So yeah, so we're about 2k Actually, if we get 4 lines in the water, we're going to need more storage space. So what we'll do is we will plot our waypoint straight back to the port. Now, one thing that's worth looking at down here is if we discover this location here. Now, there's a market in this area as well, and if you're between a certain time, that market will be open and you'll actually get much better return on the fish than you will from the standard Hammerfest port. So what we might do is we'll head down there, we'll find out what time it is by the time we get there. So it may be worth just skipping back out again, laying some more lines, and then coming back to sell the fish that we've got for the higher price. So we'll just fast travel down here and then see where we're at. So the market's going to be closed by the time we get there for sure, but what we can do is we can unlock the location. So it's back there, so we'll just drive into there. Let's say the market's going to be closed, but it will tell us what time the market's open. So if we essentially find out what time we need to come back here for, we'll leave this fish in the boat because it'll be good for a while yet. I don't think it actually starts to rot until a couple of days at least. Might even be longer than that, but we have a look at our storage. So they're about 6 hours old now, so we'll definitely hold off till the morning once the market's back open. So we'll pop in here, get the times and unlock the location, and then we'll go and get our lines baited, go back out again, lay the 3 lines down that we've got. Actually, now that I think about it, we might not have enough money to bait all the 3 lines again, so we may end up having to sell this fish at whatever price we get. So while we're heading down here, let's just get them gutted. Do this quickly because I'm moving steadily into the harbour. Don't want to end up smashing into the harbour wall. There we go, Hammerfest Centrum. So, just dock in here. Now this will show the prices that we get. That's quite a good chunk of money. But if the market is open, we'll actually get much more than that, in theory. So we'll sell them off there. So that's a good 35,500. That's an excellent haul considering our last one was only 13. So this means that we'll be able to get hopefully the longer lines. I'm not seeing a huge difference in the price here. This is the standard fish prices, obviously. So I've got 1 bait long line. These are still out of reach for the thousands. So what we might do is grab our 4th 500 long line, and let's have a think about what we actually want to be catching here. So we had a good patch of redfish down the bottom, so I believe what we should be looking at is krill to catch the redfish. So we'll leave that one as is. There's no point really unbaiting that because there may be other stuff down there. So we'll just do the last 3 lines with krill, so we catch the redfish. The redfish is actually a pretty decent price. So just have a quick look at what else is here. So it doesn't have a bar, doesn't have a bank. It does have boat services, which we don't need. All that is crew related. Let's just top our fuel up as well. Might as well repair the hull for that tiny amount of money. There's no boats or upgrades, so we're going to have to go back to Hammerfest for that. So we could actually, while we're here, change the name of our boat. So I'm going to call it the Plug, because it is a plug. It's a pretty miserably slow boat. Right, let's get back out and smash the boat to bits on the harbour wall. Very gentle. I don't like all the crunching sounds. It really does sound like we're doing damage. So, very careful. Oops. If I make it out here without causing any damage at all, I'll be absolutely amazed. Wow. It is possible. Okay, so let's jump out here and bring up our map again. And we want to go for redfish, so we've got a huge area over here. So let's get our waypoints out. Around the harbour. Over to there. Okay. Now I've set a waypoint in that direction. That takes us right across the middle of it. So what we'll do, just turn around and face that a little bit and start laying out our lines. Probably don't need our work lights on. Okay. Put the mackerel one down first and then the rest will be all krill. So while we've got a little bit of time, as I mentioned before, in addition to the Euro truck videos, which we may do, if you have any suggestions for other Let's Plays that you'd like to see, feel free to stick them in the comments down below. The other games I've been considering, we may do some survival games, whether it be like 7 Days to Die, Ark Survival? Is it Ark Survival? I believe it's Ark Survival. Ark Evolved, sorry. They've got the new Genesis out now, which looks really good. They've added loads of things to that since the last time we played it. So that might be a good video Let's Play to start. There's other games that I mentioned before, such as Kerbal Space Program. How fun that would be to watch, I'm not really sure. But I'll probably throw up a bunch of different Let's Play videos. If you like them, let me know. Like I say, you can always smash the like button. If you have suggestions for other games to check out, by all means put them in the comments as well, and we'll look at doing some videos on them. The other ones I've been thinking about were like Farming Simulator is usually a good one to do a series on, and other things of that ilk. Maybe some Train Simulator perhaps. I understand for a lot of people, obviously, watching trains going down a track is doesn't make for particularly exciting viewing, but you can't deny that, especially with the new train sim now, the scenery is mapped so well. very, very well done. The train models are exceptionally good. So one other thing was a quick apology for the sound in the last video. It wasn't as good as it could have been. The volumes were a little bit lower than what I thought. There's a lot to get balanced by the time you sort the recording software out, sort the in-game software, and then my headphone levels and so on and so forth. There's an awful lot to try and get balanced so it sounds right. So I do apologise for that. It's hopefully a little bit better than this one. Gotta take pride in these things. There's a number of YouTubers that I follow on a regular basis, one of them being Squirrel, who does a lot of truck simulator videos, train sims and so on and so forth, and his quality of his videos are absolutely exceptional. He's spent a long time perfecting his art, as it were. So if you haven't checked out Squirrel, absolutely check Squirrel out. He does some really good review videos, hardware reviews, lots of game reviews, and he's very consistent with putting his videos out as well. Very knowledgeable guy, and his videos are always entertaining. Okay, so we're just getting the last of our lines out here, and then we'll see where we are at time-wise. There we go. Okay. So, we're getting about halfway across our little area here, so we've got about 18 hours before the first line is ready to be picked up. So what we can do is, since there's no, we could go back to Hammerfest and just sleep for that time, but what may be a more beneficial use of our time would be to, now that we've got the upgraded radar, is just have a bit of a sail around and see if we can unlock some areas. So we'll just fast travel over here. Hopefully this won't take up too much of our time. So we can use our little trick for opening up the map. So get up to the waypoint, come back out here, and you should see this area open up. There we go. And then you just continue to do the same thing. So there's definitely going to be something over this way. We go north a little bit and see. Got all species, might get a better idea. While we're moving around here, we'll just make sure that our lines, so we don't want to, if it takes a few hours to get back over here, we don't particularly want these to be sitting in the water longer than needed, so just got to keep a bit of an eye on that. So we could just keep poking around here with the radar. Obviously once we upgrade the boat to one of the larger ones, they have much bigger radars, so you can open up big chunks of the unexplored area at a time. This one is kind of pitifully small. So we can come back through this gap. So that's at 10 hours now. If we just set our waypoints back along here. I estimate it will probably be somewhere about 17 hours by the time I get there. Actually, maybe a bit longer than that. They might be ready to go. So I think what we'll do is we'll just go straight to them, so we'll clear our waypoints. go to there. Perfect. Okay. So let's go and haul our lines in. The weather seems to be getting worse and worse here. Wind's getting up, pouring down. Plenty of crab around anyway. Okay, whoa, slow down. I'm gonna go zipping past the lines here. So we're going to have a quick look at the lines. So we've got 4 500 long lines out. This could very well fill up the entire boat here, so let's grab that one. I think if I also get much better at hooking them, it will definitely fill up the boat. If I keep going as bad as I'm doing now, maybe not. So, our first line was baited with mackerel, so this line here could just be quite poor because there's mostly redfish in this area. We'll see what we get. Not doing too bad. That's the first redfish I've seen. Okay. Yeah. Not too bad. I think as long as we're above 1,000 on the line, that's quite good. So, obviously looking at that, we do 3 lines of nearly 1,000 and we're going to be full, so could actually run out of space here. I maybe should have upgraded the storage on the boat first, but we'll see how far we get. So we're still okay for time on these, not too bad. What we can also do is look in our logbook. We can see what season we're still in. Summer at the moment. Are we still in summer? Yeah, so it's actually about to change. Oh, yeah, got it. Okay, now this one was baited for redfish, and there's loads of redfish in the area, so this should technically be a very good haul. I feel like the boat's still moving. So line is going a bit strange. God, terrible. Okay. Wow. Where is it getting thrown around there? Okay, so we've still got a good bit of space left. We definitely got knocked very far off course there for some reason. Wind's still picking up. Pretty reasonable swell. See the speed of the boat getting knocked up and down quite a bit. Come on, little plug. You can do it. See what we get with this one. My hooking is terrible. That was a bit better. Definitely feel the boat getting moved around again though. Okay, not too bad. Okay. Quite a bit less than 1,000 though. But the good news is, it means that we do have still some room left to get the last line in. So with them being slightly lower yields, this might not actually be too bad. It's probably a good thing that they didn't give us too much. So, still okay for time. Just have a quick look at the map, and yeah, as you can see, we've raided this area quite a bit. So, yeah, almost not worth coming back to this same area that we've just been in. So, we'll run these lines. We'll drop them back into port and see where we are on the money side. Have a look and see if the bank will actually loan us any money, and potentially get a new boat. The thing to bear in mind with the Hammerfest, especially with the bank, is that as your reputation increases, obviously the bank will offer more and more money, but you'll only be able to get one loan at a time. So if you kind of hold off until you get one of the bigger loans, it makes it a bit more worthwhile than just getting one of the low value loans, which you can't really do much with. mean, you can make money off standard long lines pretty easily, pretty quickly, so you don't necessarily need a whole lot of money to get going in the beginning. You can just keep running the long lines. Whoops. Yeah, you can keep running the long lines as long as the fish stocks hold out. So, by the time we get back to port, obviously this is the last day of this season, so we'll be moving into fall. So the actual type of fish required will start to change. We can also pick up one of the little tasks at the port as well. So we can get little jobs that we can pick up as well. So for example, like there's cruise ships going around and they're constantly running out of fish. So they'll ask you to go and fish up a certain weight of like pollock or haddock or something, and then deliver it to the boat. So they can be quite lucrative because they always pay more than the standard going rate for the fish. So I'll pick one of them up as well. It's all money at the end of the day. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Okay, so again, a lot less than 1,000, but should just be about enough to... Oh, look at that. Couldn't have planned that any better. So, we will make our way back to the port. And, as always on the way, we'll come out here and we'll do our gutting. Okay. So, back into the port we go. Pretty much a full haul, so we'll see what we get from this, and this will give us an idea of what we can expect out of a full hold of fish. Swing this right round so we're facing going out at the port again before we hit the lines. Close enough. Okay, so that's 52. That's it's quite a good chunk of money. So let's just quickly have a look at the bank and see what they're offering. So actually, that's quite good. So they're offering 320,000 straight off the bat. We need approximately 500k. So I reckon if we do another run of fish, we'll be able to get that loan and jump into the new boat that we want. Now we're skipping quite a few boats here, obviously. So if we go back and look at the various different boats available, we could get this one and get the long lines, but it would be good at this point, I believe. See, this one's actually quite promising as well, but it's the same price. So we've got 450,000 for 8 nets, whereas if we go for this one, same price, 8 nets plus we can do the crab pots as well, so it's a bit of a no-brainer, that one. There must be a bit of a difference in the power and speed. So this one 30 knots, that's really quick. So that's 16 knots in this one. So yeah, there's absolutely no benefit that I can see to getting this boat. Even the quota per year is higher on this, and it's the same price. So yeah, that's an absolute no-brainer. We can have one additional crew. I'm not exactly sure what we would use him for, of course. So as you can see, we need to travel another 9 kilometers before we can purchase the boat, so we will do that in the next episode. For now, we will leave it here, and yeah, we'll next time we'll run another suite of lines in the boat, get a full hold, then get our loan and jump into the boat. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for joining us, guys. Once again, if you liked the video, smash the like button, and if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.